Tonight, a defense pact between Saudi Arabia and nuclear-armed Pakistan is reshaping global alliances, with world powers watching closely. You are watching Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. Assalamu alaikum, I am Ahmed Ramadan. Canada is condemning Israel's new ground offensive in Gaza City as horrific. It is warning that attacks worsen the humanitarian crisis and makes the release of hostages less likely. Global Affairs Canada is urging an immediate ceasefire, humanitarian aid, and the release of hostages. This comes as Prime Minister Mark Carney has been recently vocal about recognizing a Palestinian state. Ottawa is also facing pressure to recognize the genocide, impose an arms embargo, and trade sanctions on Israel. The federal government will table new legislation tomorrow making it a crime to publicly display certain hate or terrorism-linked symbols to promote hatred. Justice Minister Sean Fraser says the bill will balance free expression with public safety. The law would target symbols tied to recognized terror groups on Canada's list, including Hamas, the Proud Boys, and Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps. The National Council of Canadian Muslims warns the bill could be applied unevenly, risking arrests for those waving a Palestinian flag or displaying the Shahada. The group says it would leave symbols like the KKK hood or Confederate flag untouched. Both flags are historically tied to groups that condone racism, white supremacy, and hate. The group says the bill is criminalizing the very communities already facing threats and could infringe on charter rights. A new report shows that nearly 300,000 people left Ontario emergency rooms without treatment last year, with the situation far worse in other provinces. Think tank MEI report shows Ontario's rate at about 5% ER visits is lowest among provinces studied. Prince Edward Island topped the list with more than 14% of patients walking away untreated, followed by Manitoba and New Brunswick. Nationally, 1.27 million Canadians have left ERs without care last year. This is an increase of more than 35% from the year before. The report recommends expanding access to primary care and alternative providers to ease pressure on emergency departments. Saudi Arabia and nuclear-armed Pakistan have signed a mutual defense pact, pledging that any attack on one will be treated as an attack on both. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif finalized the deal in Riyadh, calling it a milestone in their decades-long partnership. The pact comes just days after Israel's unprovoked attack on the Qatari capital. Officials say the agreement covers all means of defense, though they have not confirmed if it extends to Pakistan's nuclear arsenal. Analysts note that the United States is not part of the pact, which highlights Riyadh's efforts to broaden its security options. Reactions from global leaders are mixed. India, Pakistan's neighbor and long-standing rival, says it will closely assess the pact's impact on regional stability. Israeli media says it is watching warily that shifting alliances as it continues waging a genocide in Palestine. World powers say the pact could alter the balance of security in South Asia and the Middle East. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV. Salam.